scientifically speaking, there are about 10 million colors in the world. And according to color theory, if you group those colors based off their characteristics, so like how bright something is, or how light and soft something is, or how deep and rich something is, if you group them according to their characteristics, they look harmonious. Like they're visually appealing, they almost like they match. Your own skin tone is a color, and it harmonizes and works best with one of these groupings of colors. And so when you put a color on your body, there's an interaction that takes place between your skin and the color. And so sometimes your skin absorbs the color a certain way, and it, a lot of stuff happens. In the right color, you have kind of like a glow. You look healthy, alive, awake, younger in a sense. And in the colors that are not in your color palette, sometimes like you can kind of see more fine lines. Like for me, if I put a cool color on, I get these like dark eye circles because the interaction of the color with my skin.
My name is Lauren Moore. I'm the beauty and style editor here at FenFit, and today I am so excited to be talking to Jordan Morchat, who is a color analyst of Color Me Light. So Jordan's gonna walk us through the amazing process of finding the right colors for your skin tone. So everyone has a different palette.
Yes.
And how it complements their skin tone. So tell us a little bit about how you got into this work.
So I have always really been passionate about educating people in the gray areas of life. And the things that we put on our body kind of feel like a gray. It almost feels like a guessing game of, okay, does pink work better? Does this coral work better? Or does this yellow, do I look good in yellow?
Totally.
Yeah, so I had my own colors done years ago, and it felt really profound. And I wanted to be able to offer that service to other people because there was nothing like that. I think I had to drive many hours just to get it done. And so that is kind of how I got into this, is because I love that one-on-one connection with people and really being able to say, hey, don't you see, this looks incredible. This is stunning and beautiful.
Yes.
And really letting people's natural beauty shine through instead of, sometimes we wear stuff and it pulls up different pigments and we feel like we need to cover up what our face and our natural beauty. And so color is essentially light. And so really illuminating the places where people are beautiful and stunning. And so that's kind of how I got into this. Yeah.
So you kind of touched on this, but why should someone consider getting a color analysis done besides just how someone looks or feels? Or is there any other connection to wearing the right palette for you?
Yes. Okay, so lots of layers. Everybody will get their colors done for different reasons, but oftentimes you will find it saves you time. So essentially you can go into your wardrobe, if you're organizing your palette, your clothes by your colors, you can pull out 2 to 3 different items and they would all look visually appealing. So it saves you the time. You could take your swatch into a store and instantly know, oh, there's nothing for me here. Or, oh, I could, I'm gonna spend some time here and investigate, like if something works for me.
Yeah.
It saves you money because you're not buying things that actually don't work for you.
Yes.
And there's oftentimes, like for years, I had a black pair of kitten heels in my closet, but I would never wear them. I had this black pair of shoes because I thought everybody needed a black pair of heels, but they would just sit there. And so, the most expensive thing in your closet is not the most expensive thing. It is the thing that you don't wear, It's the thing that you bought and you might have worn once. And so saves you time, saves you money. And we kind of touched on this a little bit, but you can put on clothes or colors that will have interactions with your skin. And if you ever put on a color and you're like, oh my gosh, this washes me out, I'll find those colors for you. The colors that wash you out, some people, it'll make them look a little bit sickly. Like my husband, yellow undertones make him look jaundiced. Like his yellow picks up, it looks really weird. Yeah. And so, sometimes you see more fine lines and wrinkles, so people look tired, drained, sickly in the wrong colors. But in the right color palette, you have a natural glow. You look healthy. You look vibrant. And when you look that way, you look in the mirror and you feel that way too. So you're not looking in the mirror and you're like, oh, so it just is more of like you feel how you look. And so, you can feel better
Yes.
with your colors too.
Love it.
Yeah.
If someone hasn't had a color analysis yet done before and they're just curious about this work, they're getting into it, kind of dabbling, do you have any tips for them as far as shopping, or is this going to be something that you really need a professional?
Okay, so I would say get your colors done. But if you are in the waiting period before you get your colors done, you can just start to be aware. Like when you put a color on your body, how does it make you feel? Do you feel alive? Do you feel like you're reaching for your concealer? Do you, so I think that if you can start to just notice, like take notice of the colors that you love too. Sometimes we naturally gravitate towards the colors within our palette. So history, long time ago, there's a man named Johannes Lytton, and he developed color theory. So he had an artist, he had students, and all of his students were painting sceneries. And half of his students were painting in all cool undertones. Half of his students were painting in all warm undertones. And what he took notice of was that the half that were painting in warm undertones almost had like a warm appearance to their skin tone.
Wow.
The other half, they almost had like a cool appearance to their skin tone. And so this is kind of like the startings of color analysis, is that we kind of gravitate towards our own palette sometimes. The reverse is also true, where we've been told all of our life, oh, you don't look good in yellow. So you avoid certain colors because you've been told certain colors don't look good on you.
Right.
But you never know until you're actually draped. And so there's that. So get your colors done.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's fun.
So where can people find you, get connected with you? If they're interested in a session and this is the next step for them, where can they find you?
Yeah, so it is best to get done in person. So you can go to Instagram at Color Me Light. That's kind of where I do a lot of my bookings there. Sure. You can schedule an appointment. If you are far, far away, I can help you find somebody that does proper draping, because you really want to be done in person, because a virtual color analysis, just the screen picks up different pigments. And so greens look different on screen, blues look different on screen. And so a virtual color analysis it might be inaccurate. Right. And it's like it's your hair tone, it's all the things that you put on your body, so you want it to be accurate.
Absolutely. Makes sense. Yeah. Well, thank you so much. This is so fun. I will say our entire team just personally had our colors done, and I need to go shopping. There's that. But we had so much fun with Jordan today. If you guys are interested, check her out on Instagram, book a session. She is fabulous.